extra good. I was like, okay, octopus.
Okay, octopus. Taste it like this.
Tasting like you be tasting.
Taste it like you be tasting.
Hey friends, welcome back to the C&T review.
This is where we review anything from food to fashion and everything in between.
And since you saw the title and you clicked on the video, you already know what's about to go down today. But before we continue, we just ask that you would do us one big favor. Could you please subscribe to our channel?
You know you want to.
You do. Please, just do it. It's alright. You'll love it. It's great. It's great. It's great.
You will. Like I said, you saw the titles, and also if you maybe kind of see the background, you know that we are not in a normal spot today.
Yeah.
We are in Mexico! So look at us. I was thinking about it. Yay, us. Yes, we are in Mexico, in Playa del Carmen. We're celebrating me getting older.
Yes.
I've crossed over to another decade of life. 30 years old. Don't get me so old. Anyway, so we came to Playa del Carmen to celebrate my birthday. And we were like, you know what? We're just going to do a review of our experience here. And we thought that would be a good idea for you guys. You know what I mean? Just in case you were looking for a trip to Mexico, then you can come here to this review and be like, I wonder if I should go there or not. What does C&T say about that? Well, we're about to let you know. So the resort that we stayed at is the Panama Jack Hotel in Playa del Carmen. They have one in Cancun as well, not the one in Cancun, the one in Playa del Carmen. We stayed there. This resort was really nice. My first impression of it when we drove up was like, it was very Spanish styling, because it's like they had two sides of it and then the street is down the middle. And I thought that was pretty cool, and it looked pretty and very like it's tropically and stuff like that. So I like the aesthetic of it for sure. It didn't feel like even though it's an all-inclusive resort, it didn't necessarily feel like an Americanized resort, like just from the aesthetic look of it. I also loved that they like take your temperature every time you come back in from the outside. It makes me feel very safe.
Yeah, right?
It made me feel very safe. And
because COVID is still out here.
COVID is still out here. So it made me feel very safe. I was like, okay, cool with that and stuff like that. Those are the two things that, the staff is really nice too. The staff is really sweet and really nice and funny, which I really enjoy. I like the staff. I like the staff. I think that's very important. How about you? What did you like about it?
Well, one, the pool is amazing. It's really big, and although not very deep, it's just really beautiful. And the staff always was like, so what you want to drink, what you want to eat, you know what I mean? That's a blessing. And it's outside, so that's also a blessing because of COVID.
Yes.
And it had the beautiful sun shining on it, so as you can tell, we are brown.
We are melanin. Giving you all the melanin today, y'all.
Okay.
With the colors. With the colors. With these bright colors.
And also go great on melanated queens.
Yes, on melanated queens.
Yes. So the pool was great. This room is nice. I will say, it's not what I expected when we walked in. I don't know why in my brain, because I don't be paying attention all the time, I thought it was going to be one on the first floor. I thought we was going to walk outside. It was going to be like sand at the door. It was going to be like, boop, beach. So it wasn't a disappointment, but just not what I expected though. But it's still very nice. Also, the inside of the room is very nice. I thought it would be bigger, but that's okay. It's like we didn't die. It's only 3 of us. Our friend is with us. She's over there. And so yeah, it's yeah, so the room was beautiful, and I think that was, I mean, other than, like I said, the rest of the, like everything else inside the hotel is beautiful. I mean, the resort, on the resort, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
So Chloe did mention that she thought that that it was going to be like on the beach. They actually have a beach walk out room. Which we did not get. So comment on her not always paying attention.
I think I heard so many things in the planning that that's the one thing I latched on to. I was like, that's what we're getting.
They have an ocean. They have junior suite, which is, I think you just see the street, which is in the middle of the hotel. They have an ocean view, which is a partial view of the ocean and a partial view of the street. They have ocean front, which is what we got, which was right. You wake up, you see the ocean. And then they have a beachfront walkout, which is you're right on the beach, separate. So you literally walk out and you're on the beach. We did not get the beachfront walkout,
apparently,
which I said to her that we were not going to get because of the price.
Child, I remember that because I heard so many things. My brain just caught on to the one thing it wanted to hear, which was beach. But it's okay. Again, not a disappointment. It's still very nice, and it's easy enough to get to the beach here. Which we can actually talk about, the beach connected to the resort.
Yeah.
Also, not what I expected. I actually haven't been out there from what I saw. Like, I didn't actually walk along the beach to see the full. And from our balcony, you can kind of see part of it, but you were actually on it. So what were your thoughts about the beach?
So I am very I like water, and I can make things work. It's not the beach that, I will say this, okay. Mexico is not like, don't think that it's like
American.
No. So I will say this, Mexico is more like American beach than Caribbean beach. So I've been to a lot of Caribbean islands, and probably one of the best beaches I've ever been to is Aruba. And the beach is beautiful. It's stunning. You can swim in it. It's gorgeous. It's calm and everything like that. You don't have to worry about weather in Aruba. So worrying about weather in different like islands affects the beach, because it, if it's going to be calm, if it's going to be wavy, it's going to be rocky, and all those other things. So Mexico Beach, I think, is kind of independent upon where you go in Mexico. Maybe in other parts of Mexico there's more calmness, but or less rocky, I should say. The beach, I was fine with the beach, and it was peaceful to me. I just, I put my shoes on. It's very rocky, so you can't. Like, it's very rocky at the beginning. They kind of have this like walkout, which I think you can walk out on it, like walk out on this like little thing that's in the middle. And then I saw people out further, so I guess it wasn't that deep unless they were just really good at treading water. So I think if you went out further, it's probably less rocky there. Okay. But like right at the edge, it's rocky. But I sat on the rock and just like, it was very calming to me. And the beach was fine. It's not big. It's not the best beach in the world. It is better than, Americanized beaches. It is. It's like in the middle. It's like you have American beaches, and then maybe like some of the best other beaches in the Caribbean islands, and then like Mexico. It's like in the middle. It's not like impressive, but it's not like, I wasn't like, oh, this is horrible. Like, oh, this is the worst.
Which is funny. Shout out to one of our friends who was with us. That was his sentiment.
That was his sentiment.
But again, it's all subjective.
That was the worst. But me, I'm just a person. I just like being. I make my own opinion, so I just like being on the beach. And so, it may not be the best beach, but I'm gonna make it work, and I'm gonna go out there and mind my business.
Child, we had to eat.
I mean, it's all inclusive. It's only right. You might as well take advantage.
Shout out to all inclusive. Let's just give it a hand for being all inclusive, because there's food everywhere. And I thought, and drinks everywhere, just flowing. Of course, until a certain time, you're like, no. But all through those hours,
I think it's because of COVID. I think COVID, they have a lot of, they stop the hours at like 11 p.m. The bars. So I think that's why.
Yeah. So the food was good. So there's like different levels. So there's the food that was directly inside what I'm gonna call it the hotel. It's inside the building. That was good. Not like mind-blowing, but good. Then there are the restaurants that are connected to the resort, but you like have to go out the front door to get into them. That was like next level. So like great, not mind-blowing, but great. I think of all the places, so there's a Mexican place, there's a steak place that's kind of inside, and then there's an Italian place. Are there any other places that are directly with the resort?
Honestly, I think there might be other restaurants in this resort that just are not open.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think COVID kind of limited, I think, what we see. Because from what I was looking on, they supposed to have like 6 restaurants.
Oh, wow.
That didn't happen.
Okay.
And I think they only rotated like 3 of them being open. And we ate at all 3.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, we're gonna go on the strip now and eat there.
Yeah.
But Mexico is so cheap that like it didn't even feel like you were spending a whole lot of money even when you went off the strip and had to like pay for the food and stuff like that.
I will say, of the 3 restaurants we went to, oddly enough, the Italian restaurant was my favorite. Of the 3, the other food was good, but I think the Italian restaurant was my favorite. So of the 3 restaurants inside the resort, which one was your favorite?
So I like different parts of each one.
It's not the rules. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry.
Which one is
So I love the calamari in the Ipanema restaurant, which was Ipanema. Yes. And the steak was good too. I just didn't, it was so big. I just didn't feel like finishing it.
And you can't take it home. You can't take boxes out, which is sad. But oh well.
I mean, it makes sense. Honestly, I don't think any all-inclusive restaurant is gonna let you take food home because they're like, you could just come back tomorrow. It's free.
It's still sad though.
Like this is not like all-inclusive restaurants are not gonna be out here giving you to-go boxes. They're just not gonna do that.
I understand it, but I'm still sad.
Ciao. Then I did like the Italian place, Bella. It was good. The risotto was good. It was really good. It was a mushroom risotto, which was great. Probably, I guess if I had to pick my favorite, I guess I'll pick the place with the calamari. I'm not going to say it again because every time I try to say it, then it's just completely wrong. So the place with the calamari is what I like the best.
Okay.
I guess I'll pick that.
That's your favorite. Okay.
I guess I'll pick that one. Yeah. The breakfast was good too. I enjoyed the breakfast. So like I said before on other videos, I don't cook, so like I'm fine with really anything. So the breakfast to me was good. I enjoyed it. I tried fried egg for the first time. I didn't think I would like it because of the yolk, but that joint was lit.
Trying new things.
Yay.
That's what vacation's about.
Alright, so that was just like the restaurants in the resort. But then we also ate off the resort because they only have like 3 restaurants open. When I go on vacation, I want something new each day. So we went off the resort as well. A couple times. So my favorite was Harry's. That probably might have been my favorite out of like all of them. I had like fried octopus, guys, for the first time. Yes. Like I took a picture of it. It looked like it was gonna jump out the page at me.
Yes.
But it was fine though. Like I cut it, I tasted it. I was like, not bad. Then of course Chloe tried it. Then our other friend Jen tried it, and it was
so good.
It was like okay.
It's actually good. I was like, octopus.
Okay, octopus. Tasted like this.
Tasting like you be tasting.
Tasted like you be tasting. So like it was really good, and you know. Then we had authentic Mexican food as well, which is also really good. Yeah. So I will say like the restaurants outside of resort bump up the total score, which we'll rate at the end. Yeah. But the restaurants outside of the resort bump up the total score for the food for sure because they did taste better. Yeah. Which also makes sense because you hear that a lot about all inclusives that the food sometimes isn't that great. Like they're okay. It's good. It's not that they're exactly. Like you hear that about all inclusive, so I'm not surprised that the food was okay. Like the food was good. Yeah. And that the outside food was better. I'm not surprised at that though.
Yeah. Food was amazing. I think I'm going to Harry's as well. Only because had a funny moment. I ordered like a lobster bisque, and they brought me like a bowl, and it had like a breadstick in it. It had like lobster on it, the breadstick, and it was just in there like empty, like no liquid, just clean bowl.
I got a lobster bisque too, so I also had a breadstick in the bowl.
And we're like,
what's this?
Like, did we order this?
So is this a Mexican lobster?
I know, like, you know how American things are different. Maybe we're wrong. But then they came afterwards and then poured the actual soup into the bowl, and I was like, oh, there it is.
That's the bisque part.
There's the bisque. And it was actually really, really good.
So
good. I felt like I was like, I'm fancy, and the whole like ambiance
of that restaurant, yeah, was
so nice in there, and it looked like it should have cost us $1 billion.
But it didn't. Like that octopus was, I will say, we'll give a little prices here to give you guys a little well-rounded view of this. The price for that octopus was $30 in US dollars.
Child.
That octopus probably would have cost like $50 back in America.
Yeah,
because just it's fancy, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And so it's pretty great. I was like, okay, price tag.
Okay, and we got dessert.
And we got dessert.
And we got our lobster bisque.
Yeah.
Anything else? I don't know. And then they brought us this big round cotton candy thing.
Yeah.
And then because it's her birthday, they brought her a fancy little chocolate cake, and they sang birthday, and it was a sprinkler.
It was so fun.
And they brought us, and I love how they brought me and our other friend a spoon and a plate, because they were like, in case it is your cake, but if you want to share, here you go.
Here you go.
And chocolate cake was good.
It was very good. It was like a chocolate velvet. And I was just like, you know what?
Y'all
Y'all killing it. Y'all killing it for real. I would go back to Harry's.
Yes.
For sure. It was like really good. So.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them leftovers I got from Harry's and the Mexican place we went to.
Which hopefully we'll eat it. Because we can't take it on the plane. So we need to eat that. So we'll see.
Yes, we'll see what happens. See how the Lord wills.
We'll see how the Lord wills. Because we have, our day today. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
So of course, like, you can't go on vacation without shopping. I mean, you shop before vacation and then shop during vacation.
Right.
And so, they had this like main strip in Playa del Carmen called Fifth Ave, which has all like shopping, food places. This is where Harry's was, and the authentic Mexican restaurant. And they also have like clubs on there as well, and of course bars and all those other things. So that's where like the hub of the nightlife is, and then of course you can shop there. And then we also shopped on, which we'll talk about a little later, on Cozumel as well, because we did go there. But the shopping was cool. We still have some more shopping to do, but the shopping was cool. Like, it was like, so we went, like, we had a couple of friends who also came on the trip with us, but they left on Monday, and we were walking down Fifth Ave, but we ended up just like stopping kind of halfway, because we ended up going to this place that he wanted to go to, and like, it was super fun. But then, like, yesterday, me and Chloe discovered, like, which we already kind of knew, but we really discovered there's a whole other, like, so we had to keep walking because we had to get to the ferry for Cozumel. And it's just so much just stuff down there, more shops, more, like, of course, more restaurants. Of course, they're all selling the same thing, earrings, bags, and all this stuff. As you see these dream catchers earrings, she got these from Mexico. So I definitely enjoyed the shopping. I was able to get, the gifts that I needed to give other people. I'm going to go shopping for myself today.
Yeah, she got to get herself a gift.
It is my birthday. So I feel like I should get myself something. So maybe, I don't know. But we'll see. But the shopping was cool. It's a lot because everybody's coming at you every which way.
Child. And it's like partially, it's like I get it. It's the people who are sitting inside of their stalls or stores, and they sit like at the door and they're like, come to my shop. Okay. Then there are people who are walking in the street and they're like, hey, buy my stuff. And then there are children.
The children.
It's the children of Mexico. I would call the children of America, but we're not in America. So
they will literally come out and be like, touch you on the shoulder.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, what's up? Like, no, thank you. This child last night gave me a hug. I was like,
I literally told her no. Like, she came up to me, I was like, no. And then I was like, she don't want none either. She didn't care. She still came around to Chloe and gave Chloe a hug.
And meanwhile, what time was this? This had to be like,
it was like 4 o'clock.
Oh, or I thought this was the other day when it was like super late. But it was like normal time.
I think it was normal time. It was yesterday. It was like normal time.
Your parents.
They get these kids out here hustling, trying to get that money,
and they using their cute factor, and they're like,
but eventually,
no, they're like,
yeah. But eventually, honestly, I was just like, not being nice anymore. I literally was like, no, thank you. And then by the end of it, I said no. Actually, sometimes I just ignore them. And I just keep walking by. And that's how it was on the street too. I just can't.
So it's kind of like, if I did, no. Or like if I didn't come out there for that.
Yes.
Don't be mad when I don't invite yourself.
Oh my goodness. It's like, no.
Yeah.
They don't take no very well.
Yeah, they don't. Some of them just be like, don't be mad at me.
But I feel like Cozumel was, and we could talk about now, I guess, Cozumel, the excursion.
Yeah.
Cozumel was crazier though. Like
it wasn't even the people on the street, people in the stores.
People in the store, they lowered their price. So, you know, bargaining is huge. So tip,
I didn't know.
This is tip number 5 or whatever. I don't know what tip we're on.
Child, you just making up numbers. Sorry.
But, you know, bargaining is big. So, you know, you ask people like, oh, how much is this? They can give you a price and then you can adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
And because they want you to buy. Mm-hmm. This one lady,
child,
she, first of all, there was a straw bag that I wanted to get my sister, and it was like, oh, it's handmade and hand woven and all this stuff. So it started out at like $60 or something like that, or $70. And my sister was like, nah, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
And so then it went down, but she went down so fast. She was like, all right, I'm gonna give it to you for 40 or 30, give me the money.
Yeah, she's like, show me the money, show me the money. It was like,
and I literally wouldn't get it, so I was like, all right. I was like,
at this point,
it was like 25. She's like, all right, give me the money. It was like I feel like I could have said free. I could have said $1. And she would have, all right, give me the money.
Oh my God, yo, I had a similar, I still think about that bag. That was a beautiful like Mayan bag, it's a crossbody bag, and I was like, oh, it's so beautiful, but I had already bought things, so I was like, I don't have a whole lot of money left. And she was like, it starts at $150, which I get. It was like, you know, real leather.
It's like real leather.
You know, I was like, I get
which
that.
also I'm like, is it real leather?
But yeah, so I'm like, either way, if it's like, I'm like 150, and I'm not used to the whole bargaining thing, but she was like, okay, I can give it to you for, what she said, 120. And then she's like, okay, 100. And she's like, okay, 80. And I was like, no, it's okay, 70. I was like, ma'am, it's okay. I was like, you know, it's okay. I like it, but you know, I don't have that type of money on me, so it's okay. You know, I was satisfied, and she was just like,
she went down lower. I think she went 60,
lower,
50,
to the point
40.
where she went and got a bag, put it in the bag, and put it on my arm. I was like, here. All right, show me the money. I was like, ma'am, I'm not buying this.
I was legit like, she doesn't want it.
Right, and I was like, just run. I had to like be escorted out the store because I'm like, I just can't. Like,
she's so sweet. I was like, I discovered that I have to say like, we may come back. Because then when I said that to her, she was just like, okay.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, you may come back. Yeah, we may come back. We did not.
We did not.
But
especially, and that's like it's crazy thing because I was like, I would, but I just don't want to run into her
again.
If it was somebody else in that store, maybe. But like,
no.
And like even there was a bracelet that I wanted from a store next door, and she was like, don't buy from her. It's made in China. And I was like, I literally was like, that's not nice, man. Like, it's not that deep.
Honestly, it's not nice, but honestly, she's probably telling the truth.
But the lady before her was like, you know, this was hand woven by me and my grandmother. I'm like, well, who do I believe? I'm like, the lady said her grandma. I heard her grandma. I was like, well,
but this was only $1 though.
It was $1. So I'm like, she's like, I have 2 for $1. Mine's cheaper. Hers is so expensive. I was like, ma'am. And I already picked it out at that point. So I was like, I'm getting this bracelet. Yes. So just like,
but I think that, like, you know what I mean? That to me is just kind of like, okay, it was hand woven by your grandmother. That may not be true, but at least it's only $1.
Right.
She over here talking about, she over here talking about made the leather and talking about $120. Man, what are we doing?
She was running. She was like, "You so sexy, lady. You so sexy. She kept like, my sisters, you so sexy." My sister like, "We look the same."
We look the same, mind you.
She was like about 10 shades lighter than us, and we were all looking at each other's arms like.
I looked at her, I'm like, sis, I'm
like, it's okay. You don't have to go that far for the sale. It's fine.
It's called the piping up.
Okay.
It's the piping up for me.
She was like, "You look like Beyonce." I was like, sis, no matter what she say, I'm not buying this today. It was beautiful.
But we're not doing it.
We're not doing it. Here on this island, but I'm not doing it.
But sorry. So if you ever come to Mexico, or really anywhere, any Caribbean island, or really just be prepared to bargain. The price that they give you does not have to be the final price that you pay. Like you can adjust according to, you know, what you think that it should be. But then now we're talking about Cozumel. It leads to our
excursion.
We did do an excursion. I had wanted to do a couple of excursions, of course. I wanted to go to Chichen Itza, but because of COVID, and my number one goal was to make sure that we get back into the US. I was like, Chichen Itza is going to be super crowded, and I didn't feel comfortable doing that yet. And Mexico is so kind of close to America that honestly, I can do like a quick little 4-day weekend and go visit Chichen Itza. Not that big of a deal. So instead, we did the swimming with the dolphins in Cozumel. Yay! Can we first talk about that heat in the Cosmo? We walked to there because they said 15 minutes,
and we didn't take into account the heat.
We didn't.
And our masks.
We didn't. We didn't take into account that it's hot, and then we have our mask. We did not at all.
Yeah, our feet were burning. Actually, they're doing okay this morning.
They
were pretty bad for the rest of the day.
It just was not. It was not pretty. But then we got there.
And then we got there, and it's like everything changed because we saw the dolphins, and we're like,
they're so cute.
And then we're like, okay, let's get in with them.
So what did you think?
Child, that's like my favorite thing. Like I feel like I was like, oh, this is gonna be exciting. You know, I tend to like downplay stuff so that way I'm not disappointed. So like I'm not like, this is gonna be amazing. I'm like, this is gonna be nice. But like getting in with them, I was like, this is so great.
Every time I asked her, she was excited before we like went. She was just like, yeah.
I was like, yeah, because I was like, I'm not trying to do right before it.
And I'm over here like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm like, am I the only? I was like, sis, you gotta go if you don't want to go.
I'm not leaving me here.
But she seemed so like that. She was just like, oh yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I like to manage my expectations because I don't want to get there and be like, well, that was nice.
And not good.
But then I love when it exceeds my expectations, and I'm like, that was actually really wonderful.
The dolphins were super cute.
They were super cute, and they were so nice and so well trained. And our trainer, like they had a great relationship with the animals, and they really loved the animals. They were well taken care of, and it was just like, oh, I want to stay in here in the water, but it's salty, and my skin's not built for this. But I want to stay in with you and just.
It was so cute, yeah, yeah. They were. It was pretty great. We got to kiss them, hug them. Watched them, like pet them a little bit. They were like racing and stuff like that, and the trainer was very good and knowledgeable. And fun fact, did you know that dolphins don't sleep because they will die if they sleep? Because that's connected to the fact we knew that dolphins were mammals, but for some reason, I don't know, I guess we both did. We both thought that they also could like breathe on the water like a fish. No,
they got this little blowhole.
I know the crazy thing is I knew they had a blowhole, but I didn't know that it was made like it was actually for like breath. Yeah, like they're holding their breath and they can hold their breath for 7 to 10 minutes, and like but they can't sleep because
they can't sleep on the surface. So they would have to be underground, so they can't
sleep underground for so long.
Their blowhole is a muscle, so they have to open it up, which means they can't do it underwater.
They can't do it underwater
every 7 minutes.
Exactly, but they can't sleep in the air.
Right.
But they can't sleep in the water, and also because they're predators.
So they can't just be chilling somewhere. Then they'll just die.
They'll die. So they actually, they don't sleep, which I did not know that. And I was like, that's really sad. I was stuck on that.
Yeah.
He said that.
He said all the other stuff, and she was like, but they can't sleep.
I value sleep.
Yeah, sleep is important.
And I'm just like, why? Why can they sleep?
Why, friends? Why?
But I really did love that. We've adopted a lot of pets. We had a dolphin. I adopted a little tiger. And then we also adopted a monkey.
A monkey. I adopted, not really, I didn't touch it, but I adopted an iguana. He came to watch over me. Apparently one of the staff said that, according to their tradition, that iguanas, one, they're attracted to energy. So he was coming over to be like, hey friends, it's the peace and stuff. She said also they're like a protector. So he was like, he came over to, he's a protector, so you should feel safe. And I was like,
wow, scared. Had like a little baby iguana come and visit me. Like it was so cute. It was like a little, little protector in training.
A little junior protector.
It was so cute. But like, this is their home. Like, you know what I mean? In any island that you go to, like in the Caribbean, you'll see a whole bunch of iguanas.
Yeah.
So
we're just living.
Honestly, that's what it is. We're in their space.
Basically.
And they're looking at us like, why are you here?
Right. What is this?
No.
But why?
Okay. But we're gonna get to our rating. We're gonna wrap this video up and get to our rating. So we're gonna be rating 1 to 5. 1 is trash, 5 is overwhelming in the 4 areas that we discussed, which is the resort, the food, the outside experience, like the shopping and stuff, and the excursion. So to the resort, I am going to give the resort a 3.75. I was trying to decide 3.5 or the 3.75. I liked it. I definitely did. I try to take into account and remember that it's COVID. But I did like it. Like I said, the styling, the aesthetic, I really did like all of that, and the staff was really nice. I really did enjoy it. So 3.75. It's above average.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's above average.
I would say for me, it would be a 4 because I think this is like my first time doing an all-inclusive thing, so it's already mind-blowing to me, this whole experience.
Can we just talk about how she kept forgetting?
She
kept forgetting that everything was included, so she kept asking, like, she was waiting for like a price.
Yeah, like all the little things just had names of what they had, and I'm like,
how much are we paying?
And then every time I come looking around, I was like, yo, if he come with the bill, I'm gonna be like, Takora, you told me.
And I was gonna be like, Jose, you told me. I'm shifting.
I'm like, this included too? Is that included too? I'm like, if we get something to drink, that's included too.
Yes.
Child, everything. I'm like, that too?
Yes. She was very quiet.
Every time.
It was like, so fun. It was so fun
included.
seeing a person experiencing an all-inclusive for the first time. It was her.
Yeah, so 4 for me.
Okay.
It was a good time.
Okay. So food.
Food.
What do you think? You go first.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I think taking into account, since we're combining the outside and the inside, I will say...
Not the suspense. I'm over here like... Dun, 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 dun.
What is this Law and Order music? I'm cracking up. This is Law and Order.
That's the first thing I thought.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
Because the food was really good. And then the food was good. So combined, they make it 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going. I'm sticking with it before I change my mind. What do you think?
Oh, 4. I already knew my answer.
Oh, we should have gone first.
Nah, sis.
No, because then I would have been
Yes.
swayed. It's probably best.
Yes, you go first. I'll give it a 4 because, like I said earlier, the food outside bumped it up. And that octopus and that authentic food, and we still have dinner tonight that we're gonna eat. And yeah, that food was A1. That octopus was just amazing. So the food was just really, really great.
Yes.
And so 4 for sure.
For
okay.
sure.
So outside experiences like the shopping, Fifth Ave clubs. I'm going to give that I'm gonna give it a 4 too. I really enjoyed the shopping, and the first like club that we went to, it was fun because we went like the night before my birthday when like when I turned 30, like the 30. That was super fun. The next night it was fun too, but I will say this: I wish we had experienced more. Like if we had gone that further, I think there was more activities down there.
Yeah. Me
Me and our other friend that we're with, which you guys have met in the tennis lesson with Jen, which you should go watch that video. It's Jen. We went to, we stopped at this other like, bars type of place, and it was actually really fun. That was fun. The music was dope. It was cooler in there. Like it wasn't like feel like too crowded and stuff like that. Like that place was really cool. So I just wish it was, I'll give it a 4 based on what we did.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. So how about you for shopping?
For shopping and everything, I would give it a 3.5. The children lowered the thing for me. It made me so sad. I think just the whole overall implications of the children out there. Like I know they were doing what they had to do, but it made me sad. And as an introvert, the amount of people coming up to be like, hey, it was just like, okay, please stop. So many people. I just went walk in the street. And even when I went home by myself yesterday, it was like,
it was a lot.
And I had the 2 platters. I was like, oh, thank you for bringing me dinner. I was like, no,
not for you.
Let's get back. So just 3.5. It was overall. It was just the children and so many people coming up to me. But other than that, it was good. Honestly, love it. Everything's great.
Yeah. And last but not least, our excursion.
I think you already know what it is.
It's a 5.
Have we ever given anything a 5 on this channel?
Probably, I think so.
Oh, okay, all right.
Probably something fashion. I don't know.
Yes,
it was so good. It was so good. You see it all the time on television, and you're just like, oh my goodness, I want to experience it. And we did, and it was like it lived up. Like the dolphins were so cute, so well trained, but they were really nice. Like Chloe said, like the relationship between trainer and the dolphin was really sweet. Like he was really nice with them and really gentle. Like he was like gracias whenever they finished what they were doing. He's like thank you, sort of thing. Like they seemed really it's like a dolphin sanctuary. That's what it seemed like.
Literally.
So we're just gonna end it here with this one last question, Chloe. Okay. Would you recommend to our viewers them if you've ever been to Playa del Carmen? Would you recommend them coming to Playa del Carmen?
Yes, I would. So come.
I would too.
Okay.
Too. Yes, just manage your expectations.
Yes.
You know, there's different parts of Mexico that might be, you know, better. Just manage your expectations. I don't think it's as hype as Cancun. It's not as relaxed as maybe Tulum or stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's a fun time. If you're looking for a fun time, it's a fun time.
So let us know in the comments if you've ever been to Mexico, if you've ever been to any of these places. Let us know how you felt about them as well. Let us know how you felt about all-inclusive resorts. Have you ever been to one? Am I crazy to be this excited about it, or should I just relax? Whatever. Either way, let us know all those things.
So yes, thank you for joining us here in Mexico. Thank you for watching season 2 with us. Of course, we had to go out with a bang.
With a bang.
Stay tuned for season 3. Is already in the works.
Yes.
We love you guys, and we will see you next time. This has been another season 2 review. Thank you for hanging out with us today.
If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and check out our other videos. See you next time.
Bye.